First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jumbo! Back 53! Back 53!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
10. 21. And middle.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Lock in. Gotta go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked by Tracy Walker.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Jumbo, jumbo. Like 7. Hey.
Play action. Stafford. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Stafford now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
We're rolling, we're rolling. Trail right, 22. 21. Jumbo, jumbo. Hey, I need 1. 10, 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Lock in, lock in. Gotta go.
They'll begin the drive with Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hurry, hurry. There we go. You see it? You see it? Red, up. Hey, Gotta go, gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Troy Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Spinning away. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Lock it, lock it. Gotta go, gotta go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Lock it, lock it. Gotta go, gotta go.
This is Howard on second down. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
We're rolling, we're rolling.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Lock in, lock in. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Trubisky to throw again. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Lock in, lock in. Gotta go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This complete to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
10. Jumbo.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Jones has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky.
You see it?
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to sling it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Lock in. Hey, gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, eluding the tackle. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
22. Zebra. 21. Jumbo. Hey, go here.
Stafford on first down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. Hey, go here.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. It's taken to the 26. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position,
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Set, lady. Hey, tag 50 left.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Here we go.
The final shot before the break. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trubisky will throw left side, complete. It's Burton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now it's Trubisky. Pass incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32. 0. Hey, 53, ready. White 7.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Stafford on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Stafford now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. To the air again. Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Hey, give me that. I need it. Big drop right there. Hey, 22. Tag 26. Tag 26. Middle, middle, middle.
Again, it's Stafford. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, go here.
On 1st and 10, Stafford steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Throwing to Stafford, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Here's Stafford. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now it's Stafford. On the left side, a catch by White. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jumbo, jumbo. Hey, 22. Go here.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
White. 21. Hey, 22. Ready.
On first down, Stafford here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Hey, Jack, 58 right. Ready.
On second down, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Big 20, big 20. Block it. 21. Tag 50, tag 50.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. So that'll back him up 5. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they get...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Deion Bush with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Trubisky. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
This is Marshall, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Bears will extend their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. So out now come the Lions. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, go here! Zebra! Go here! Hey, tag 32! Tag 32!
Back to throw, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man, complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Go here! Hey, tag 32! Tag 32! Jumbo, jumbo! Wide, get wide! Double right! Tag 57, ready!
On first down at Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Jumbo, jumbo! White! Go here!
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
32!
Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Julius Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Hurry! Hey, red! Hey, 22! Like 7! Jumbo, set! Hey, alert it, tag 53! 21! Jumbo! Hey, tag 50 left! Go here! Shit!
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Going up top. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. But how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Trubisky to throw. He hits White, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.